Welcome back. It's your boy Sankey. Now in this one, I'm gonna speak to you guys about the Shiba Inu because there's a couple of things you're gonna wanna know. And then I'm gonna speak to you guys about a stock that's preparing to go crazy next week in these markets so you can have it on your radar. And I appreciate you guys for watching, liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Now, before I get into all that, I gotta let you guys know what went down over at our Discord this week. That's our community of investors, right? I'm gonna throw up some of the returns from the team because it was cash windfalls for them on our option plays that were entered. From Crocs, for example, that was blowing up throughout the week. AMD was on fire, capped off the week with the members hitting over 100% return on our call option that we entered on ticker symbol NKE, that's Nike, earlier in the week. All right, so phenomenal performance all around. Now, if you guys want to get in on the action, learn the option game, get into some fire plays with us, make sure you're not missing out by hitting that top link in this video description. Tap into the Patreon, join our Discord. We look forward to seeing you guys over there. Okay guys, so let's kick things off by talking about the Shib. Now before I get to it, right off the bat, this is one that packs the heat. We got the top 10 holders in Shib account for like 70% of the value. So that means you got some massive whales in there. We're talking billion-dollar positions. And yes, if they are to go ahead and execute sell orders in their positions, you're likely to see a big drop in the price of Shib. But now you know that, let's talk about the charts, okay? So I'm gonna help you guys make sense of the price movements, what's going on, and some areas of interest to be looking out for. And those of you guys who've been tuning into the channel, been following the movements with me, you guys know these levels have been playing out to perfection. All right, so check this. I'm gonna throw on our fib on here, and that's gonna show us a couple of price levels of interest, things we should be taking note of. Now, in my last drop I did on the Shib, I told you guys look out for that 45 mark. I'm expecting a strong bounce off that. All right, check the score. Look at the bounce we had off that 45 level. All right, strong bounce off that. So that was an area of support that formed. Now, we got several areas of support, several areas of resistance, and the fib is just mapping it out to perfection, okay? So we know we had an area of resistance up around that 6.5 mark. And then we know we've got some current support around that 5.5 mark, okay? So things are shaping up pretty well. Now the question is Shib bullish or bearish as it currently stands? Now it looks like Shib's in a downtrend, but what we've got forming is what we call a bull flag, okay? So I'm gonna map that out for you guys so you can see. Now this often forms after you see a run up in a stock or crypto or any kind of tradable asset. What often forms is what we call a bull flag. Now this could be an indication that there might be further upside. So this is actually a bullish setup still. If you guys remember, a couple of sessions ago, I told you guys there's either gonna be two scenarios that play out here. One, the bullish pennant. Now, that thesis is broken. The second is that bull flag, and that's exactly what's shaping up here. So we tested that resistance line to perfection, that 6.3 mark, a couple of sessions ago. Right now, as we are speaking currently, it's retesting that resistance again. Now, in this bull flag formation, you often gonna get a couple of tests, and then you might see a breakout to the upside. So things could be shaping up pretty well. Could be pretty exciting times for those in Shib, those who got a little bit of a holding in this one, because if we are to see a breakout off that resistance, you could see a movement up. And then I do believe they could get to all-time highs, okay? So pretty much eclipsing another zero. Now, what would it take for Shib to actually break out? Well, you would probably need a solid move above that 7 mark, okay? 770 with the 4 zeros in front. That would indicate a bullish movement to the upside. And then I believe you could see, as I told you, Shib just removing another zero. Now, if we retest this mark we're seeing right now of about 660, we're retesting that as we're currently speaking. If they fail to break that, then I do believe you're gonna see Shib right down to 40, okay? So we fail to break at 60, you're gonna see Shib down to 40, and then that, I believe, is an area of accumulation where Shib becomes a buy for a bounce off that marker. I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna draw you an area of accumulation for the Shib, just so you guys can see around that 40 mark, all right there, boom. If Shib drops that level as a trade, I believe they're a buy at that level because I believe we're gonna bounce off that support and head back up to that resistance in this bull flag channel. So as it currently stands, Shib is still bullish and there's still strong community behind Shib. There's still a lot of work going on within their ecosystem. We know there's other platforms that are looking to put Shib on, and all that could drive up volume, could drive up excitement, awareness buying pressure for the Shib. So just want to give you guys a bit of a breakdown, couple of levels to look out for. As a reminder, we're hitting resistance at 60. Okay, if we fail to break at 60, then I believe we will hit 40 and they become a buy as a trade. And if we break out of 60, I believe we can move to the upside and potentially hit an all-time high in the price of Shib. Okay, so still a bullish setup. Things are still looking pretty interesting. I'll keep you guys updated. Alright guys, so the play that will be going crazy next week in these markets, so if that's Monday or Tuesday, that's ticker symbol LOVE, that's Lovesac. Now for those of you guys who have been in the play with me, riding the ebbs and flows of this one, know how much of a lucrative position this has been, but I believe they're just preparing for that next shift up. Okay, so let's talk about it. Now I'm going to map out where the resistance lies and where our support lies of the play, because what they're showing right now is what we call a very momentous run. Okay, we've got some clear support and we've got some clear resistance on the play. Now that means they're making higher highs right now and they're making higher lows. And what we saw on Friday was a shift down. All right, a sizable shift down, about 4%, big red candle on the day, but that brought them right down to support. And I'm expecting them to have a hard bounce off this mark, whether that comes Monday or whether that comes Tuesday in the markets. Now they can still drop down a little bit more. Support on this one's around that 79 level, just below 79. They're currently standing at 81, so you might get a bit more selling pressure on Monday for them to drop right down to support, and then I'm expecting a hard bounce on Tuesday on the play if they don't bounce on Monday. And let's talk about where we can expect this one to go, okay? Because currently this play is sitting below its 52-week high, which clocked in somewhere around that $91 mark. So they're about 10% off that mark. Now, I believe they will be surpassing that 52-week high, or at least matching that 52-week high within the next 4 weeks. Okay, so sometime this month, I'm expecting them to get very close to that 52-week high, and that is about 10% off the current price it's at. So good bounce off support, movement up. You're going to get a little bit of buying, selling pressure, and then I believe they hit 52-week highs on the play. So this is one for you guys to keep on your watch list, keep on your radars. I might potentially go in with some option plays on this one with the team over the Discord. We can get optimum support on it, get them at optimal support, ride them up, make the great returns on the option side of things as well. I've still got my stock position in this one doing very well as well, but this is one I just want to bring to your attention. Okay, the business is doing very well, just crushed their last earnings, blew through street estimates as they always do. And you know what? I'm expecting a very similar outcome when they come to report in the beginning of December, okay, in the run up to high season for the play. So I'm expecting great things for this one. This is a real powerhouse of a growth company, very volatile in nature, right? What you guys need to realize is this is a play that can move. So you got to be prepared for some heat with a play. It can fluctuate, good numbers on the day either way, but the channel is clear. We're in a good uptrend, we're at support. Those are the kind of things that spark my interest. And if you can get them at optimum entry, you can make tons of money, either on the stock side of things or on the option side of things as well. So this is one to keep on your radar. Now, one of you guys asked me about Crocs, that's ticker symbol CROX. This is one that's been a very successful one for us over the last couple of weeks. We entered them in the mid 150s. They've been on a string of green days, right? They've only actually had one red day since we first entered the play. And right now they're standing $180, right? So they've been flying recently. Now, the question was in regards to what can we next expect from Crocs? Where do we go from here? Do you sell your position? Do you stay in the position? Do you buy more? Okay. Now I want to highlight you guys, we're actually hitting an area of resistance very soon, okay? And I'm expecting that resistance to come in somewhere about $183. So you might get a green day on Monday, you might get a green day on Tuesday, but I believe $83 is the cap for this current run. And then you're gonna see some selling pressure, potentially expect them to move down to the middle of the channel, maybe in the high 170s, which would probably act as another opportunity to get back on board. Obviously you're buying much higher than when we previously bought, but this thing has the legs to get to $200. I've been saying to you guys over the last couple of weeks. I believe this thing's on cruise control right through the end of the year. So that was just a question addressing Crocs and what to potentially expect. What I'm gonna do is still hold my position. I've exited the options, banked great returns over there with the team over the Discord. And if I get them at either good technical support or middle of the channel, or I see a good momentum run up to that 200 after they call off, I'll be planning to get back in on the call option side of things and really maximize the amount that I'm looking to take home from this play with the team, right? So hope that just clears up Crocs, gives you guys a little bit of things to look out for. This is still a phenomenal play as we continue through the year. Still set up very strong to continue its move up, but we are hitting an area of resistance. I'm expecting this to drop down a couple of notches, cool down a bit from the string of about 7 red days in a row. Now, if there's any names that you guys want me to take a look at, leave them down in the comment section. I'll add them to the next one. All right, guys, that wraps up for this one. On your way out, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Check out the link down below to the Discord, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.